You know that horrible moment when you're looking forward to coming back from holidays and doing a whole bunch of videos because you've been so excited to do them for the last 2 weeks. You come back, you get a horrible cold. I'm so sorry, all of my usual stuff was meant to resume on Sunday, but I've come down with a horrible cold in my throat. So because of that, the next couple of days are probably going to be real short videos. So I thought, why not start the short video session off with actually something I have been questioned so many times by so many people. I thought I would finally get around to answering that question. And that is there a quick way to release Pokemon? Question? Oh, well, sorry, the answer to that question is obviously yes, otherwise I would not be making this video. And yes, I am going to be making a lot of mistakes in this video. As I said, I am quite ill at the moment. So hopefully that'll be the one and only mistake I make in this video. Chances are it won't be the only one I make, considering my history with these type of videos. Anyways, to do this particular quick release trick, I should say, not really trick, it's kind of like just an alternative method to releasing a bulk amount of Pokemon, is you're going to need 2 Pokemon games. One, of course, being your main game, and your second game, just a throwaway game. It's kind of like similar to how I do like the mystery gift things. I mean, heck, you can even work it in with mystery gift Pokemon as well to get duplicates of them. If you want to know more information about that, I've done plenty of mystery gift duplicates in the past, so feel free to go look them up. So I'm going to pull up my hard copy really quickly because Pokebank is going to recognize my hard copy of my digital copy. Since I'm playing digital copy of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is being my throwaway game in this case, with Ultra Sun being my main game where I'm doing like mass breeding, or in this case for Trivia Tuesday, I'm doing mass duplication of Dittos for a upcoming topic for that particular Trivia Tuesday, and at the same time I will have to use this method again for an upcoming Trivia Tuesday after that particular topic. And the other thing I'm going to need, of course, is, I've already mentioned it, is Pokebank. So if you don't have those 3 things, you will not ever use that method. Otherwise you'll have to do it one by one with the original release method. So just to reiterate, you're going to need 2 Pokemon games, 1 your main game, 1 your throwaway game that you're happy to like completely delete, and Pokebank. Now that I've said that, you probably guys already know what I'm going to be going on about in this particular episode. So let's go into my Ultra Sun. We'll have a look at what we're dealing with here and why I would not do the standard release method with the utter mess that I am going to have to do with this particular release method. So when my game finally decides to load, I don't know why, but the recent 7th generation games seem to take forever to load on my old 3DS. I should have gotten a new 3DS. I kind of missed an opportunity, I guess. Anyway, so finally into my game. So as you see, I'm already at the Pokemon Center. I've spent the last couple of play sessions in the Pokemon Center to deal with this shenanigans. So if I load up the overview of my box, you'll see I have 3 rows just of filled boxes, and at the top ones I have like I have 5 IV Dittos. So out of that complete mass glitch, clone glitch video that I did explain the discovery that I did with Poke Transporter and its new clone glitch, I managed to get 5 IV Dittos. So that was awesome. 2 of them were actually quite decent for breeding. The other 3 maybe not so much. But that's a lot more than I actually expected when it comes to 5 IVs. Got some decent Trick Room Dittos as well. See, I can't pronounce things at the moment. That was pretty cool. I actually got 1 decent 4 IV Ditto as well with 2 Fantastics, which is great for hidden power breeding. Then I got a lot of 4 IV Dittos, making that whole Poke Transporter clone glitch a lot more effective than actually SOSing for my 4 IV Dittos. That was actually quite nice. Now I'm just swimming in 4 IV Dittos. But then we move on to this. So there's like the start of the Dittos, and then we get this. So this is all the 3 IV Dittos that I have absolutely no use for, considering the fact I got a lot of 4 IV Dittos, and I also got my 5 IVs as well. So 3 IV Dittos are now absolute in this situation. So, as I said, you could go through and release them one by one, but that would mean you'd have to do this. And it starts to get a bit boring after a while. I originally did do this in Sun and Moon because I only had 1 game at the time. I never actually gave this a thought. But that's what you'd have to be doing for all those boxes. And as I said, it is quite boring, it is quite tedious. And it does take up a few anime episodes when you're doing this as well. I mean, I could even go through and keep doing it like this, but as I said, we're here to do things quick. So we're just going to can that, we're going to go out of the PC. And then we're going to not even bother saving at this point. I haven't really done anything. But now we're going to load up my Pokebank. So this is where I said you will need an active subscription of Pokebank, because we have to go through and transfer our unneeded Dittos over to Pokebank, and then once again load up Pokebank and trade them over to my Pokemon Ultra Moon. And yeah, you'll kind of figure from there, since I said throwaway game, we're going to completely delete the save file on that, and balla bing, balla boom, we've just released, I reckon a good 19 boxes there of Dittos. It may even be more, I'm going to count that. Alright, so we've seen Pokebank quite a lot in the last couple of videos of mine, including a lot of the behind the scenes stuff as well, so hopefully Pokebank doesn't blow up on me. So far so good. I've had a few times already now that Oznet has dropped out on me, and I've been soft-locked out of Pokemon Bank, so that's a fun 10 minutes, especially when you're recording. Alright, so the first thing I want to do, or what you want to do, is obviously load up your main game. For my case, it's going to be Pokemon Ultra Sun, because that's where all my Pokemon I want to get rid of are on. And as I said, what we're going to do is we're going to move them from our main game onto Bank. That'll be the first part of the transfer. We'll save that so all the Pokemon are saved onto Pokebank. And then we want to reload and then put them onto Pokemon Ultra Moon. So I'll probably speed this part up as well. Ooh, look at all the nice little battle points now I've done ever since I've did all those Dittos. That's real nice. Alright, so as I said, I'll speed this part up because this is really boring. It's just me moving things onto Pokebank, so I'll catch you guys once I've done all that. And with that, that's all the Dittos transferred onto my bank. With that, we're just going to quit out of the Pokebank for my Ultra Sun, let Pokebank save, and once that is all done, we'll have to, as I said, for God knows how many times now, just reboot Pokebank again, and this time load up my Ultra Moon. So I'm explaining this a lot faster than what my Pokebank can actually load, so I'm probably going to fast forward again, because I now feel like I'm repeating myself an awful lot, because I don't know what to say during these slow moments of Pokebank. Alright, we're in my Ultra Moon, and yes, you can see I am indeed playing in Japanese, because I thought playing through Hiragashi would be a lot faster than playing through in English. No, they're about as slow as each other. I think Japanese is about 2 minutes faster though, so I'm playing in that just to show that you can play indeed in other languages on certain consoles because of the whole multilingual thing. So yes, you can have Japanese on an Australian 3DS, which is great for me because I love playing in Japanese. Just plainly because it just loads a lot faster at times with text and everything, so playing through the boring introduction of Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun is a little bit more, you know, bearable at least. So, same thing again, I'm going to go through and just move all of my Dittos over, so boring part again, we'll speed this up, we'll catch you guys when I've done all this. And there we have it. That was 25 boxes worth of Dittos just transferred over to Ultra Moon. There are all the Dittos I want gone, so 25 boxes worth of Pokemon we would have had to release. So, this is how quickly you'll be releasing that many amounts of Pokemon. Obviously, if you got to release 32, then this is even better, because that would be a hell of a lot of time trying to release them all one by one. I'm trying to remember how many I released back in Sun and Moon when I was doing the mass breeding videos for live streams. I ended up doing all 32 boxes. I did a whole video on that, what happens when you max out your boxes. Nothing interesting happened, it was just interesting to see. But anyways, now we load up our Ultra Moon. As you can see, it's in English and everything, even though my language was set to Japanese. I know, just prime example, I just thought I'd throw it out there because a lot of people tend to forget you can play in other languages, so you're not obviously locked into like English if you're playing on like an Australian console or anything like that. Alright, when it wants to finally load. Alright, so we're finally in my Ultra Moon version, so I can go through and I can just show that Yes, the dittos are in fact over on the Ultra Moon version. There is a small amount there. And all of these are all 3 IVs. They're just random 3 IVs that were completely useless to me. I think there might have been like a few interesting hidden power ones there, but for now I just thought I may as well get rid of them because I'm going to have plenty of ample opportunities to get plenty more hidden power breeders. But for now, they've got to go. There's just too many of them. And plus, as I said, I've got plenty of 4 IV ones that probably make up for the job anyways. So with that, I'm going to just do a quick soft reset because I need to be back on the title screen. Once we're on the title screen, when the game finally wants to load, only problem with using the old 3DSs. For this, we want to go over the combination. We want up X B. It'll bring us to this menu. I probably should have gone English just for this particular menu. Once we're on this menu, we can go yes to this because it's asking, do we want to delete our save game? That deletes everything, which is kind of where the whole duplicate mystery gifts come into play. So even if it is 1 per save file, you can go through, delete your entire game on your throwaway game after you transport the Pokemon over to your other game, whether it be through Pokebank or transfer through 2 3DSs or whatnot. You can go through, delete your game, do the mystery gift once again, you get the chance to redeem another mystery gift. Given, of course, you either have more than one code or it's one of those Wi-Fi codes, Wi-Fi Pokemon, you can keep infinitely redeeming if you kept using this method. Obviously, all you gotta do is just go online and choose the Wi-Fi option. As I said, if it's a code Pokemon, you'll need to go through and have multiple codes to obtain more than one of said Pokemon. It's going through just saying obviously, it's just warning you again, like once you delete your game, that's it, you can't revert this option, yada 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 yada. Obviously, the other thing I forgot to mention as well is you did not have to play through the Pokemon Center. I just did that to prove that all the Dittos had transferred over to Ultra Moon. That's it, the game's been wiped, all those Dittos went with it, which means if we were to load up Ultra Sun, just to show how clean my boxes are now, for once the boxes are now actually somewhat clean in my game, until I decide to transfer everything back from Pokebank once I've done my little experiment here. So if you load up Pokebank, obviously, as we know, Ultra Moon is now completely wiped, but as I was saying as well, you did not have to be at the Pokemon Center. All you had to do was just save in your bedroom, and you could do the Pokebank. I'm pretty sure you had to get the Pokedex, one of the two. It's either one of those two things you had to do in order to get Pokebank to access your game. I'll actually experiment with that afterwards, or someone will tell me in the comments section. But yeah, that was originally where the Dittos started, but if you load up, the boxes are now completely empty. And with that, that is the mass release method. That's obviously quicker than doing 1 by 1. So for those of you who were curious about that particular method, that is it. That is how you do quick releases. But of course, it only works if you've got 2 games on hand and Pokebank as well. Otherwise, you might be sitting there for a while having to transfer 1 by 1. Which is why I suggest the Pokebank method anyways. So yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed that informative little piece. As I said, I've had a lot of people ask me that question over the years now. I thought I'd finally get around to answering it because I've been meaning to do it and I keep forgetting I've got to do it. So there we go. Mass release method. So as I said, because I've got the cold, there'll be a few small videos coming up, meaning that a lot of my videos will be on hold until my cold's gone away. I'm barely being able to narrate a less than 20-minute video. I don't think I'll be able to narrate my usual 50 or to an hour minute long episodes, so I have no idea when they're going to return. Hopefully that'll be somewhat soon because I really want to get back to Region Locked mainly. But anyways, until next time, where my voice will hopefully a little bit more, vibrant. This is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!